Thank you so much for joining us today for our introduction to our dream system. This is an opportunity, and what this is going to be is a technical presentation to teach you how to use the dream system. So as a dealer, you can register with CalRecycle. There are a couple of slides in the slide decks for contact information. The slides will be made available after the presentation, so you'll have that information. And again, thank you so much for joining us today. Crystal.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Here are the agenda topics that we'll be going over today. As we went over the general information, then we'll go through introductions, opening remarks, which Jen Akins went over as well. And then next we'll review the overview of the recent legislation, SB 1013. And then we'll talk about who is a beverage dealer, then some upcoming changes, as well as convenience zones, and then understanding the unserved convenience zone notice process. Next, we'll talk about what the Act requires. And then we'll do a step-by-step process and introduction to the dealer registration and management system. Next, we'll do and talk about dealer cooperatives, as well as beverage container redemption innovation grant programs that CalRecycle offers. And then finally, we'll go over the questions and answers that you'll submit through the question and answer session. All right, we went through our introductions. Again, my name is Crystal Thornton, and I'll be going over the program overview. So let's talk about the recent legislation and SB 1013. Which focuses on providing local places for consumers to redeem CRV beverage containers. This act was signed in 2022 and became effective January 1st of 2023. And some of the changes affecting beverage dealers will be convenience zones, expansion from half-mile to a 1-mile radius, resulting in thousands of new dealers throughout California. It also added one. Can you hear me now? I just got a message that said I was muted.
Yeah, sorry, Crystal. Thank you.
All right, perfect. And then the next change that will go into effect for the dealers will be authorizes dealer cooperatives starting January 1st of 2025. Then it also talks about exempts unserved small dealers from choosing to redeem in-store, or they may join a dealer cooperative. And what this means is if a dealer has gross annual sales, excluding fuel sales, of less than 1.5 million or less than 5,000 square feet of combined sales storage area, it is considered a small dealer. And then finally, dealers in convenience zones must register with CalRecycle. All right. The term beverage dealer refers to a retail business that sells beverages to customers. Some examples of these beverage dealers in the program include supermarkets, community markets, gas markets, convenience stores, liquor stores, variety drug stores, bulk stores, and finally health food stores that sell program beverages. And as a reminder, beverage dealers that are not considered in this program are vending machines or specific businesses like restaurants and bars that are not considered beverage dealers. Moving on to the next slide. Here are some of the upcoming changes with the dealer registration. So previously, dealers were not required to register or provide any information to CalRecycle. And we were able to find dealer information through different databases, websites, and inspection visits. But now with SB 1013, it required dealers in convenience zones to register with CalRecycle. So what this actually also means and opens up is there's optional registration right now through the CalRecycle website, but required registration will begin once regulations have been approved. So starting January 1st of 2025, registered unserved dealers under that 5,000 square foot or 1.5 million in annual sales will be exempt from recycling obligations. And then another change starting January 1st is option B, the $100 per day fee will end. And finally, all non-exempt unserved dealers will be required to redeem in-store or join a dealer cooperative. Okay, let's talk about convenience zones, which focuses providing local places for consumers to redeem their CRV beverages. The changes here usually they were 1 mile radius around each supermarket within California. And in some rural areas, they can expand their zones up to 5 miles. And then supermarkets are determined by using progressive grocer's guide, corporate store lists, and stakeholder notifications. Now, they must be full line, including dry grocery items, canned goods, non-food items, and perishable items, and also have over 2 million in annual sales. Now, if there's at least one recycling center within the convenience zone, it is considered served. Now, if a convenience zone does not have a certified recycling center operating within its boundaries, it's considered unserved by the CalRecycle department. Okay, let's better help you understand the unserved convenience zone notice process that you'll be receiving by the CalRecycle team. So once a convenience zone has been unserved, you'll have 60 days that is considered a grace period. And beverage dealers will receive a series of 3 different notices from the CalRecycle team. And during this time, dealers are also encouraged to work with dealer cooperatives, operating within their convenience zones, their property managers, local government, and recycling center operators as well to establish a recycling center in their areas. Now, to also focus and understand the notification process, there will be 3 different notices, and dealers will receive the following notices if a convenient recycling center has not been established. So the first notice will provide you, the dealer, with information about what the act requires and that a recycling location is to be established within 60 days from the date of the first notice. Now, after 30 days, dealers will receive a second notice, and this is just a reminder of the responsibilities outlined in the first notice. Then for the final notice, after 60 days, dealers will receive a final notice, which indicates that 60-day grace period has expired. And within the final notice, it will also include additional instructions and a dealer affidavit that you will need to sign and return to the CalRecycle team within 10 days. Now, please note, a failure to register your store and return the affidavit defaults you as choosing option 1. And you will be required to redeem consumer beverages in store. Now, finally, if a certified recycling center becomes operational within your convenience zone at any time, our team at CalRecycle will notify you in writing and will also provide the name and address of the new recycling center, and then you can direct those consumers to that center. Okay, so what does the Act actually require? So all dealers within an unserved convenience zone must choose one of the following 2 options starting January 1st of 2025 in accordance with PRC section 14571.6. So here are the 2 options. Option 1, we pay consumers the refund value for all empty CRV beverage containers they bring to the store for recycling. Or option 2, beginning January 1st of next year, dealers may join a dealer cooperative to provide beverage container redemption opportunities. And then also within the SB 1013 all option B dealers will be changed to option 1 on January 1st of 2025. Small dealers who are not registered will not receive the exemption until they actually register with our CalRecycle department. All unserved dealers will be option 1 unless they join a dealer cooperative. And then finally, if a zone status does change, you will be notified by the CalRecycle team. Okay, moving on. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it along to Jesse McDonald-Ryan, who'll go over the dealer registration and account management system and the step-by-step process for you to do so. Jesse?
Great. Thanks, Crystal. Hi, everybody. So now we're going to walk through the registration process in Dreams, which is the dealer registration and account management system. And it's the online portal that dealers will access to submit registration forms for their stores. To do so, you will first create a WebPass account. And second, you will log into Dreams using your WebPass credentials and complete and submit a registration form from there. Next slide, please. Thank you. And so links to WebPass and Dreams can be found by following the link you see here at the CalRecycle homepage. Once there, you'll click on Create WebPass Account. And from there, you'll be brought to a new page where you'll click on Create an Account. Dealers are going to need a working email address and will create their own WebPass, or password within WebPass. Then you'll receive a confirmation email with instructions on how to activate the WebPass account once it has been created. The next step is to complete the registration form in Dreams. So you'll return to CalRecycle's dealer registration page and click on Log into Dreams, step 3. And on the Dream site, you'll log in using your WebPass credentials. That's your email and your password. And once logged in, click on Add Dealer to complete the registration form. On the form, you'll complete all the required sections that are marked with a red asterisk and click on the Submit button at the bottom of the page. On the next slide, we're going to see a list of all the information you'll need to complete your registration. Once the form has been submitted, an email will be sent to the signing authority. That's the person that created the WebPass account, confirming that the registration has been submitted successfully. Okay, so the information you'll need to complete your registration includes the legal name of the dealer. That's an LLC name or corporate name if one exists, as well as the doing business as name. That's the common name of your business that might appear on a storefront sign, for example. Also, if applicable, the gas station name, if that's different from the doing business as name. You'll need the dealer's federal tax identification number, the contact details of the store manager and other representatives. These can all be the same person, but we encourage dealers to provide contact information for multiple people. You need the physical and mailing addresses of the dealer. These can both be the same address if the store address itself can receive mail. You'll need the store phone number, email, any website address. You'll want to provide a declaration of the sales and storage area in square feet, a declaration on the gross annual sales that excludes any fuel sales, the date the dealer started business at that location, the types of beverages sold, and lastly, the name, title, email, and e-signature of the person that's registered with the dealer. And from there, your registration will be processed by CalRecycle staff, and an email will be sent to the signing authority with your dealer registration number, as well as an email with the confirmation of registration and essential responsibilities. And lastly, dealers will need to verify annually that their operational and financial declarations are still accurate and current. And that needs to be done on July 1st of each year. So you'll log back into Dreams using the same WebPass credentials that you used to log in the first time. And you'll verify that the information provided on the form is still accurate, such as the size and square footage, the annual sales, the contact information, etc. And that's it. So with that, I'll pass it back over to Crystal. Thank you.
Jesse. Okay, we'll go over a couple other slides before we head to the question and answer portion. Talk about dealer cooperatives. And what a dealer cooperative is a Section 501c3 nonprofit stewardship organization redeeming California redemption value containers in convenience zones not served by a recycling center. And so these dealer co-ops are innovative programs and ways to increase places for Californians to redeem beverage containers, as well as help the state of California recycle more beverage containers overall. And so these dealer co-ops are California retailers or dealers with an approved dealer cooperative redemption plan. You'll want to go ahead and see Public Resources Code, Section 14510.2 for the full definition. And if you have some questions or want to contact the dealer co-op section, the website is on the CalRecycle website, as well as you can email dealer co-ops at calrecycle.ca.gov. And then our last slide here, talking about beverage container redemption innovation grant programs. These are programs provided and funded for mobile recycling, also reverse vending machine opportunities and bag drop programs. And the next round of funding is tentatively scheduled to open winter of 2024. And you can also sign up for information and updates through our beverage container redemption innovation grant program listserv and receive any updates about that program on CalRecycle website. And you can see the location here to do so. Okay, other ways to stay informed, you can, again, go to our CalRecycle website and sign up for the different listservs. One particularly is the Beverage Container Recycling Program and general information. And then to give you a heads up on the upcoming webinar, it's on November 20th at 10 a.m. via Zoom as well. And we will be covering the same material. So if you attended today, there is no need to attend on the 20th, but you can if you'd like to. And then finally, you can contact the dealer management unit at 916-322-0195. And then email us at thedealerservices@calrecycle.ca.gov.